Welcome back. If you just joined us, you're watching the news at 10 live on Channels Television Lagos. A reminder of our top stories. President Buhari opposes the admission of form containing his biodata at the Presidential Election Petition Tribunal in Abuja as People's Democratic Party calls its first witnesses. Senator representing Adamawa North, Elisha Abo, gets 5 million naira bail following his arraignment at the FCT Magistrate Court for assaulting nursing mother in Abuja. Mele Kyari takes over as the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation as new Group Managing Director, vows to work with the EFCC in tackling corruption in the state oil company. And former Congolese military leader Bosco Ntaganda found guilty by International Criminal Court for war crimes. For more on our top stories and others, just go to our website. It's channelstv.com. Subscribe and watch Channels Television's live stream on YouTube and other social media platforms using your mobile device browser, or download the Channels TV app for Android and iOS devices from their respective stores. And besides giving you access to news updates on the go, the Channels TV and Channels 24 app has an eyewitness feature, so you can use it to share those pictures, videos, or news of happenings around you. Just install the app, then tap and swipe to reveal the menu and follow the instructions. Now let's examine this issue of female reproductive health further, and we're being joined live from our Abuja studio by a monitoring and evaluation specialist with the UNFPA, Mr. Andat Dashe. You're welcome to the News at 10.
Thank you.
As indicated in the UN report, global maternal mortality is declining, but in Nigeria, it's not good news. Why is that the case?
Well, the case is quite simple. We're not seeing the kind of investment that government should do in the improvement of reproductive health of both women and men and young people. Government has a lot of commitments to do, but one key commitment that if they do to improve quality of life will be to invest a lot of resources into health facilities so that women can go there and get services to help improve their own health and to improve their quality of life.
Is that what happened in year 2000 and 2015? Because at that time, there was a reduction from 1,170 deaths per 100,000 live births to 814 deaths per 100,000 live births. So what did we do differently then?
Yes, what we need to do differently is to mobilize resources, allocate more budget to health, and improve our primary healthcare systems that are very close to women and young people and men. Primary healthcare services are supposed to be found in every local government, very close to communities where women and young people live. We need to improve and ensure that there are drugs, there are services as family planning, commodities, or child spacing commodities when they get there. When they want to deliver, they go there and they see nurses to take their delivery, or the doctor if they need a cesarean section or an operation to remove the baby from the womb. They also need to go there when they give birth to look after the children that they've given birth to. So primary healthcare facilities are very, very important. Now, if family healthcare facilities are not able to manage those cases, they are supposed to refer them to secondary level facilities. And again, we need to also improve those services so that when women and men or young people get there, they get those services to improve their own quality of life and to improve their health.
Well, what can also be done to encourage some of these women, because some rural areas, women still go to traditional birth attendants. So how can we encourage them to visit these health facilities?
We need to create the demand, first of all, maybe by creating awareness amongst women and young people that these services are available in the facilities after government has invested and improved these facilities. We need to create a lot of awareness, and it's everybody's business. It's not just the UN. Government needs to do a lot. Civil society needs to do a lot to create awareness of this for these young women especially, and married women generally, so that when they go there, they get services. We need to tell them that they are supposed to, once they take in, they are pregnant, they need to go to the health facility to get help. And the reason why they need to get help is to improve their health so that they know how to handle the pregnancy and deliver safely in good health. And then they also need to know that after they deliver, they need to give some time to their body to recover before they go in for the next pregnancy. And there are services that can help them achieve that. So we need to create awareness around all the services that are provided in all health services in Nigeria, not just at the primary healthcare facility, but also in the secondary health facilities and the tertiary health facilities. Demand creation is key, and it is everybody's business, including the media and so on and so forth.
A pleasure having you on the News at 10, Mr. Andat Dashi.
Thank you very much.
The elder brother of Mrs. Elizabeth Ndubisi Chukwu, who died in a South African hotel in June 2019, that's Mr. Chinedu Ndubisi, has been speaking on the possible cause of her death. In an interview with Channels Television, Mr. Ndubisi alleges that there is more to his sister's death than meets the eye. He's therefore calling on the relevant authorities to look beyond the surface to unravel the truth about the whole issue.
We were told that when they forced her door open, or when the hotel people came to open her door, that you could see signs of struggle in the room. So we assumed that maybe she was in the throes of death and was trying to. Now it was when we were told that she died of strangulation, that was when that struggle in the room started making sense. So I called the Consul General immediately and told him, yes, that we have finished most of the things we came to do here. We have gotten an undertaker, but that there is a problem, that she died on natural causes and she was actually strangled. I heard that they secured the CCTV footage of the hotel, and that the police have gone to the hotel to go and examine the CCTV footage. Later, I was told that they had watched the footage, that there was nobody went to the room after she went to the room, and nobody came out. I said, well, this viewing of the footage happened about 13 days after. So what it means is that the hotel had custody of the tapes all this while. One would have thought that the moment somebody dies suddenly and there is a possibility of a foul play, that the police should have taken custody of the footage right there and then. They didn't.
Let's hope that justice is done in that case, so at least the family can get closure. But let's go back to our Abuja studios now, where Maokwe is standing by with more stories. Hello, Maokwe. Great to see you.
Hello, Melinda. It's great to see you as well. Now, the president has been away for 2 days, but is now back to the country after attending the 12th Extraordinary Summit of the African Union in Niamey, in Niger Republic. The presidential aircraft arrived at the presidential wing of the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport this afternoon. At the opening of the summit in Niamey, President Muhammadu Buhari signed the Africa Continental Free Trade Agreement, that's the AFCFTA agreement, making Nigeria the 53rd country on the continent to ratify and append its signature. The Africa Continental Free Trade Area has a potential market of 1.2 billion people. On the sidelines of the summit, President Buhari met with the Vice President of the Islamic Development Bank, Dr. Mansour Mukhtar, soliciting more support to address Nigeria's developmental challenges, including infrastructure deficit. And now to politics. The suspension of some members of the PDP by the party has remained on the front burner as some members of the party caucus in the House of Representatives are appealing to the party's national leadership to rescind the one-month suspension handed out to the House Minority Leader, Honorable Ndudi Elumelu, and 6 others. The party has suspended the lawmakers last Friday for their roles in the minority leadership tussle and what it described as insubordination, indiscipline, and disobedience. Reading the position of the caucus, one of the members, Mr. Lego Idagbo, said the 7 lawmakers, through no fault of theirs, were elected by majority members of the minority political parties.
We would like to state that the Parliament since 1999 till date has remained an independent body that has not been coerced into accepting any leadership imposed on it by external influence, not in line with the wishes of majority of its members. We would like to appeal to our party chairman, the National Working Committee of our party, the BOT of our party, the NEC of our party, who we know are seasoned politicians and understand these dynamics, to rescind their early decision to suspend our leaders and some of our colleagues who, through no fault of theirs, were nominated and elected by majority of the members of the minority party. Were they to be an offense committed, the perpetrators of this offense should be all 111 of us who nominated our colleagues to serve in that leadership position, not 7 members that have been so suspended by our party.
When the News at 10 returns, implementation of International Financial Reporting Standards 9 moderates Nigerian banks' non-performing loans. But that's on business news. Plus, former Congolese military leader Bosco Ntaganda convicted by International Criminal Court for war crimes. Do join us again.